Greetings. Well, in this video, I want to talk to you about how not to be an AFC. Before we get into the topic, though, I ask you to like, subscribe, and share. And if you're looking to find your soulmate, please visit the link below. I'll help you out. You get a free copy of my book, The Sex Education You Never Received, which will help you in that endeavor. All right, let's talk about the AFC. What does AFC stand for? I'm not talking about, what is it, the Atlantic Football Conference? Is that what it is? Or is it the American Football Conference? I don't know. I don't watch football. I recommend you don't either. Actually, that's a topic for another video. At any rate, AFC stands for Average Frustrated Chump. You do not want to be an average frustrated chump. So, average means that, you're in this part of the bell curve. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being average. It's safe, and that's the thing. It's safe. So you have to start stepping out of your comfort zone. Will it be scary? Will it be feel uncomfortable? Yeah, it will. But if you don't do it, if you don't start pushing the envelope of your life, nothing of significance is going to happen. And maybe that's okay. Maybe you just want a simple life. You just want to go to your 9 to 5, clock in, clock out, yes sir, no sir, come back home, watch your TV shows, go to bed, do that for 40 or 50, 60 years, and then die. Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. Our Heavenly Father gives us free will, but if you're a man who wants more out of his life and is willing to go through the hardships and go through the challenges and embrace the suck, as a Navy SEAL friend would say, you're going to have a better life. I forget who it was who said, what did he say? He said something to the effect of, if you take the easy path, your life will be hard. If you take the hard path, your life will be easy. And I think there's some truth to that. Always go the hard way, because through the hard way you're going to develop character. There's something to be said for austerity. There's something to be said for doing cold showers in the middle of January and February. I can't say that I've done that. I've been thinking about it, but at least cold showers up until November. You're not really pushing the envelope, and most average frustrated chumps, they don't really do anything, but maybe they expect something out of the realm of who they are. And I truly believe that as a man, you should not look at any woman as out of your league. But there are going to be some matches that just don't seem to make sense. So, I mean, if you haven't seen the inside of a gym ever, and you have what people would call a beer belly, you're probably not going to be that attractive to women. And women are primarily, they're not sight driven like men are. They're sound driven. But still, I think there is some value in being in shape. So if you haven't done any of that and you're expecting to land a 9 or a 10, and I don't necessarily know that you'd want a 9 or a 10 anyway, because I don't know that they would make you happy. You might fare better with a 5 or a 6. And if you are a 5 or a 6 yourself, you can't necessarily expect to be landing, what people might call a very attractive woman. And that's just the reality of it. And it's okay. Like, listen, I'm not here to tell you that if you have a trophy wife and you have a lot of money that you're going to be happy. There are many men that still go through and do some seriously retarded things after this point. I know of a man who, was very wealthy businessman, had a wife. I don't know what she looked like, but he he bought a boat and he got caught with another woman in his boat. Um, so he was committing adultery, um, you know, on his wife. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? It doesn't seem logical, does it? Maybe there was something he just wasn't getting from the relationship. Maybe he was one of these guys that thinks if you've got a lot of money, that's all women want. No, that's not what women want. Like the real quality women, they want a man that knows how to love them unconditionally, give them unconditional love. So if there's a man that can give a woman unconditional love, she's good. You know, in a relationship, a gift to her, say 5 years into the relationship, a gift to her that reminds her of some great time that the two of you had together that maybe costs only 2 cents or $15. That is worth 50 times more than a $150,000, Mercedes-Benz whatever. You name the luxury car. So, running to buy your wife luxuries, I can assure you that's not the way to a woman's heart. I used to know a woman, she had like 8 or 9 Louis Vuittons. She used to be in a relationship with a guy that was some sort of trader. I mean, he made a lot of money. He bought her a lot of expensive things. She still left. Why? Who knows? Maybe she was a whore. But the point that I'm trying to make is that it's not all about the money. And AFCs, average frustrated chumps, they think if they just write checks or give out money to women, that's somehow going to get them somewhere. And that's not true. There's this old saying in the red pill, blue pill manosphere that talks about, alpha F word and beta bucks. Or I think I had made I had made a more G-rated version of that saying, and it's alpha's sex, beta's checks. And there's some reality to that. I think, and there are people out there, I'm not going to mention him because I do like him, but I don't think he's right in all regards. But, he said, the alphas and the betas, that they don't mix. Like the alpha and the beta can't be the same or the alpha and the beta, or the provider and the alpha cannot exist in one man. And I disagree. I think that they can. And this is where, the work comes in. This is where the work comes in. You have to every day be working on your physical frame. Every day you need to be working on developing your skills. Every day you need to be working on developing your character. Every day you need to be working on watching yourself for backsliding and self-destructive behavior. I would love to tell you, my brothers, that I have figured it all out. And I think if I did, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. So, hopefully you guys got some value out of that video. Hopefully this inspires you. If you're overweight and out of shape, start doing something about it. You can change it. You, without a doubt, can change it. Start doing the work, whether it's like 5 minutes, Also start doing some meditation as well. We'll talk about that in other videos. This one's getting kind of long. I'm going to cut it short. Again, visit the website below. Get a free copy of my book. And as always, the light in me honors the light in you. Peace.